Hey, it's Friday, about mid-afternoon. Went on a little excursion walk with headphones in and kind of did a purposeful quick walk. Anyways, I'm one of those people that when I get on the phone and pantomime that I'm from the 90s, I talk. I don't actually, I can sit down and play a video game, but if I'm going to converse with someone, my sit down and vlogs like this are they're weird because my brain is working too fast. If I burn off some of the energy walking and create a beat and then have music that I understand in the background, and that tunes out the world, I'm not going to be startled and curious. Startled being like, what was that? It could be anybody saying anything, like a word I understand in Dutch. I was thinking about last night, and much like what happened with World of Warcraft, and many times I told Willie, while he and I were training, watching Aaron clicks the buttons and I help him design. We have a synthesis of how we play that game. And yeah. Anyways, so, and I'm coupling all this together, and this is like gaming, internet gaming, computer gaming with football. This brings up the youth player last night, because I was not geared up for practice yesterday. So I was helping out with the youth team, as you guys saw yesterday's video. And so, much like with World of Warcraft, doing various things, trying to go after mobs as my arcane mage, McClothy, and it's just like, I gotta kill you before you get to me, and I gotta figure out how to kite you in weird ways, because if you get one or two hits on me without my bubble, I'm fucked. Not so much with Star Trek Online, we're gonna leave that one alone. I tend to have a ridiculously defensive ship that has, anyways, that's a totally different story. This is kind of a message for the little cadet player. And so this is kind of a weird message to people starting out in the sport. Because now that I'm in Europe, yes, there are cadet teams. But we've got Sven, and Donnie, and Stefan, and Emrys, we've got, and Dirk, there's 5 at least, plus, well, okay, I'm not going to really count Michael because he did high school football. But Jan, the linebacker, yeah, I don't really have any new running backs. Anyways, so yeah, we've got all these new people that are 18 to 20. Shock and awe. Anyways, so this kind of goes with the fact of sometimes you have to, in your progression, run a little bit forward and hit a brick wall and go, fuck. Just like The Witcher. Fuck. And so you run off, you go the other direction. You don't really go another direction. But that's with, a linebacker. And as I saw with our little cadet player yesterday, he was learning to snap the ball to Maurice, because he's their coach. And his friend was being a receiver, so he was learning to catch the ball, but his pads, it was adorable. His pads were way too big for him. His helmet, it just was it was totes adorbs. The center kid, he was tiring out as practice was going on. And I was holding, a little T cushion pad, and having him push against it like a sled, but giving him some move forward. And he was tiring out. And I saw that he was tiring out, and he was getting frustrated in himself that he wasn't going as hard. And I was like, okay, well. And I adjusted, my defensive, because he's young. I can resist a full-grown man, Aaron, and Aaron's got leverage on me. But anyways, the thing is how I'm doing with oxygen not included, and how I remember in WoW is you're not going to really be good the first time. If you're good the first time, there's something, I did Raid Finder yesterday. I was dead the second boss most of the time. I screwed up. And I've been playing WoW for 15, Jesus. But yeah, I was dead on a Raid Finder boss. Most of the time. So I stood in bad. I made a mistake. Is Aaron and anybody going to say that I'm not adept at playing WoW? No. Anybody who watches me play WoW knows I'm pretty freaking adept. I'm not like mythic rating. I don't even do mythic dungeons. I don't even do regular raids. I could. I just don't want to be limited to the schedule because now that we're overseas on an NA server, Anyways, that's off topic. But the thing is as he was getting tired, his legs were getting weaker. This is like, we're going back to the cadet player. So I kept telling it, he was starting, his muscles were starting, his brain was not making a good connection. I was like, and I told him, I go, this is the perfect time. You need to, like, as a center, you need to sit and walk. You don't need to, like, extend your legs all the way up. And to be fair, I was trying to stay as low as I could. The cadet players, I was trying to stay low so he didn't have to fully extend just to hit the thing. But he was starting to get his head burrowed down, and I kept telling him, up, head up, head up, head up. So he could at least push his face into it, and he has his hands in there. And I was like, dude, this is what you do. Now just widen your legs a little bit and just push. But kind of stay like you're in a squat, you know. And yeah, there's a lot of things I could be learning by teaching this kid this. Like, whoever gives advice and doesn't necessarily completely follow their entire advice is very odd. But yeah. And that's just like with Oxygen Not Included and Aaron. Yeah. He's actually, I think he fucked up like 2 bases before I really got involved. But then I got involved, and we've still screwed things up. This current base is like a fucking mess. We've got petroleum way over there. We've got a hydrogen thing way over there. The base isn't even fully sealed up. Barely anybody's in thing. We're trying to get space research going, but the thing keeps being destroyed by a meteor shower. I learned something, so I need to tell Aaron about that one. Maybe we need to clear out some stuff. That's that. And like, we're on, like, you know, obviously he's tuned down the difficulty on the game because it's not like he meshes in with the thought of that game. And so we're learning the process of the game. And then maybe, we'll start up a different one. But right now we're on such easy mode, we're like testing. And just like with football, that's why you have practices, is so that you can screw up and not have it count. Makes any sense? I was just kind of rattling that I was watching him progress even though he was getting tired, and that something snapped like into place, not like did I know I did bad stuff during the Clava game? Clava? Probably. There's a couple times I probably should have went a little bit more forward than hopped up and down like a little antsy frog, as my linebacker stance. Probably should have gotten lower on a few things. There was one time I was pushed completely out to the side by the guard on a run play. The problem is they hiked really bad and it wound up rolling backwards and our defensive ends wound up tackling them 15 yards back. But it doesn't really matter. The consequences of the play, I got pushed out to the side and my hole was wide open like in Vegas. So yeah, screwed that one up, but I don't feel bad. It's something to improve. And just like I saw with our cadet player, he was improving even though he was getting tired. And just like last night, I participated in practice, but I didn't do practice. And so, yeah. But I still don't feel bad about it. And this is at the time I felt bad a little bit, that I was sucking it up and there was no defense there really, but it's like, I need to nurse my back. I need to nurse things before they get bad. Wow, deja vu. Does that mean I gotta end a video? The agents are coming.